Good morning everybody and welcome to this week's Tuller's Turf Talk. Hope you're all keeping it really well. So my name's Richard for anybody new to the channel, and today we're going to have a look at topsoil. So we're coming into the autumnal months now and it's a great time for getting that new lawn down, and to give it its best chance there's a few things we need to consider. One is what I call the law of growing grass, and that is the turf is going to require some light, some air and some water. So three key components for any kind of life there. But also what's equally as important is the substrate on which it is growing. So today we're going to have a look at our topsoil, and we've just started our new topsoil production campaign. So we're going to head down to another field in a moment and have a look at the screener, see how that all works and see how we turn the raw topsoil into the quality product that we see in the bags behind me. So without further ado, we'll head down, we'll go and have a look, and we'll talk more about the machine and what we're achieving with it when we get down there. I've come down to the field, down to the campaign site, and all the guys here are just having a well-deserved break. They've been at it since first light this morning and we'll be doing pretty much until darkness tonight. So they're having a well-earned break. So while they do, we just have a look at some of the machines that are used during the campaign. So we've got our Volvo diggers, we've got Lakeland Earthworks here. Again, leading sports ground contractor in terms of construction, and they build football pitches, golf courses, tennis courts, bowling greens, you name it, a little bit of civils work. And yeah, they're kindly on here for the week now to help us with our campaign. So they've got one 360 excavator here, they've got one 360 excavator in the distance, they've got the screening machine itself, which is the Maximus there, which, like I say, we'll have a good look at that in action shortly when they get going again. Then we've got Steve down in the telehandler down there somewhere. So when the soil goes through the screener, Steve's pushing it onto the heap, and then, like I say, we'll look at the Maximus a little bit closer in a moment. But basically what it's doing, it's screening the soil, so it's giving the clean topsoil here, which Steve's pushing up. It's ejecting all the stony, coarser stuff over there, and then all the chaff and rubbish is all going to the back of the dumper truck there for disposal elsewhere. So it's all very organised, big team effort. Like I say, you know, thousands of tonnes in production at the moment, and yeah, when the guys get back we'll watch the machines in operation and yeah, see what it's all about. Fab. Before we strike it up and get going again, let's just talk a little bit about how the system kind of works. I'm just going to turn the camera around and talk you through the different components on the Maximus. So at the bottom end we've got the hopper, which Jason will be filling up, and then the soil all comes up the conveyor here, then drops down below, and we'll just go down a little bit, and it drops through onto the conveyor here, and then drops through to what we can describe as sort of piano wires underneath. I believe these are 8-10mm, something like that. So all the good topsoil will drop through, and as you can see below, just there we've got vegetation and stones and everything that we don't want being carried away and rejected down to the other slopes. All the topsoil in the meantime goes back up another conveyor here. So like I say, nicely screened down to sort of 8-10mm, something like that, and that's the good stuff that we want. So it's a really impressive machine. Like I say, there's millions of tonnes been put through here, and a few thousand more going through this week. So all in all, fantastic machine, doing a great job. Just popped back down to the site after lunch and the machine's up and running again. So what we'll do, we had a look closer earlier with the machine when it's non-operational. I'm going to take a walk around now, have a look at it more in operation, take a closer look, and yeah, get a view of what's happening. So on with the hard hat, let's go take a look. So let's take a look at the process now that it's operational. So where do we start? Right at the beginning here. This is like the donor topsoil. So this has got some stones in, some vegetation, all the things that we're going to be clearing out. So going through the process now, it's working. We've got Jason, like I say, on the 360. He's working on this pile here and keeping it all neat, tidy and everything else. So he's loading it straight into the hopper, which is just there. And this is being slowly fed through onto the main conveyor, heading up there, so right up to the top, and then dropping it down. We've got a vibrating shaking plate under there, down onto the piano wires as we call it. The screen's sort of 8mm, somewhere around about there. And like all the rubbish coming out. So we've got vegetation, and really big stuff coming out of this one. Then if we just walk around quickly, then we have all the stones and everything being separated here, and then we have all the good stuff coming out here. So once this is coming down, Steve will be non-stop all day long in this telehandler, scooping it up in the bucket, onto the heat, pushing it up. So when John returns on his digger, he'll pull it up, tidy the pile up, like I said earlier, seal it up, keep it neat, tidy, safe, and yeah, like I say, it's going to go out to some very, very happy customers. This is the first time I've really taken an up-close look at this machine. We have looked at it in previous videos, but only really from a distance. But it's quite incredible to see how we're taking the raw material from that into the fantastic topsoil that we're producing over there. Now this is going to give any new lawn, any turf, the best possible chance. It's free draining, the roots are going to go down into it beautifully, you know, water infiltration, everything. It's going to be absolutely fantastic and give that lawn, that new turf, the best possible start in life. So yeah, there it is, almost like a golf root zone. And it's that good, I've even used it myself for a recent installation, and I found from my own personal use of it, just the ease of spreading, the ease of raking. You know, you can firm it up, but you don't compact it. And that's the key thing. Compaction is a word we don't want in turf production particularly. But with this, we can get a good firm base, but, you know, with all the benefits of a nice medium particle size in there, as I say, for the drainage, for the infiltration, absolutely perfect. So, fantastic topsoil, beautiful. Any more information on it, head on our website. There's also a very, very useful calculator on there, so you can put your dimensions in there to see exactly how much topsoil you might need for your project. So we're back to where we began the video. So what happens next? So that topsoil now will either be bulk loaded onto lorries, or it'll be put into our bags here, which are available for delivery. And yeah, for any new project, it really is fantastic topsoil. Like I said, I've used it myself. I can't speak highly enough of it. Some of the nicest topsoil I've ever come across, certainly to work with. And the results, I did a bit of work at my father's house. The results there, the deep rooting turf, absolutely speaks for itself. So yes, we've got this beautiful sandy loam. Like I say, more information on the website and everything else. So thank you as always for watching. We're always looking for new content for our videos. So if you've got anything you'd like me to talk about, or even if you have a site you'd like me to visit and talk about, maybe it be a factory or a construction site, anything like that, then we're always looking for content for the channel. So all your support is always appreciated. Please help us to continue to grow the channel by sharing and retweeting, all that kind of stuff. And yeah, we love doing the videos. Can't wait to bring you more. In the meantime, we'll see you next week. Have a fabulous weekend. Take care, everybody. Cheers for now.